Hi Aries, welcome. We're going to do a reading for the month of March or thereabouts. Remember, time's fluid. And thank you for coming back. And for those of you that are new, thank you for coming in. I hope that this is helpful. So yeah, we're going to use the 12 houses to do your reading. Let's go ahead and get some tarot for this. See what comes up. Now your first house is yourself. It's first, okay? It's all about self. So let's go ahead and get an overall energy for you. Beautiful. You have the Nine of Pentacles, being very happy and content with your abundance. All right, so let's get a card for your first house. Your first house is about you, yourself, different firsts that you're having. You're feeling stuck. These are your thoughts. And so what you need to do is remove yourself from this energy. It's not going to serve you at all. These are your thoughts. They could be brought on by an outside source, or they could be coming solely from within you. But either way, it's affecting you. So sit down, think about it, use your intuition, your wisdom, research, do whatever you need to do to get out of this stuck energy and into a more positive energy. Because when you're in the flow with the universe, things go much better. Now, your second house is values and possessions, okay? And it is the material, physical environment. And this is saying that you are very happy, you and those that you love. So that's wonderful. Now, your third house is the house of communication. And that also includes thinking, which would go right back over here, right? And here is death and rebirth. And while these are separate houses, they all work together. It's all integrated. So here, you're having a big challenge when it comes to self. Your third house of communication includes thinking. There's a big transformation. So it does look like you're going to get out of this, definitely. And now it's also communication with others. So it looks like you're going to be making a really good size change, which I can see is going to be to your benefit for sure. Now on to the fourth house, family and home. Okay, here, this could either be competition, training, conflict. It all depends on what it is, and since this is a general reading, only you're really going to know. But if you go by this, it could be potentially conflict or competition of some sort. So it all depends on what this is as to really what you need to do. If it's training, that's awesome. And it could be a combination too, by the way. Say there's conflict. You might be training on how to address the conflict correctly, okay? But regardless, it is leading to a transformation, so that's wonderful. And when I see this particular card, I always see you being the one at the very top, reaching what it is that you want. There could be an issue with family or home that you are working through. And if you notice, here is family, friends, people that you love, which are filled with happiness. Okay, now, pleasure. You have the Queen of Swords. She's kind of a no-frills energy, but all she wants is the truth. And that's all she wants to give, is the truth. So you will find your pleasure in your truth. Okay? And so far, I can see how all of these are connected. Okay, now 6 is health. What this is really talking about is what are you doing for your health? Do you have a fitness routine? Are you eating well? Are you taking care of your mental health, emotional health, and spiritual health? Well, according to this, it looks like you really are. Or maybe this is something you're starting. It is a fast-moving energy that's coming straight into you. So maybe that has been part of the problem. Doesn't have to be. But it looks like that is going very well, or is going to go very well. Now, your 7th house is the house of partnerships, both professional and personal. So let's see what we have here. Wonderful. You have the King of Pentacles. Very caring energy, a master, and he is also the energy of having the Midas touch. So, since it is the house of partnerships, it looks like there could be potentially a partnership that is very beneficial, okay? And it looks great. Your overall energy is the 9 of Pentacles, which talks about you're very happy with your Pentacles. And here in partnerships, you have the King. So there might be something really awesome there. Okay, 8. Transformation. This is the house of mystery, okay? Birth, death, sex, mysteries. And the big one is transformation. Okay, here's this challenging energy. Right along with self. Transformation. Self. Okay? Maybe you feel like you need to transform, or you do need to transform. And here you are. But as far as this energy goes, kind of like this energy, you really need to get out of it. This is where you're feeling alone. And if you notice the image, which I love, it's a door. There's a key. And your thoughts. You can open that door and get out of this energy as soon as you realize it's your thoughts that have you stuck in that room, right? And those thoughts can be based on anything, even just self-doubt. So, yeah, work on that and get out of it. Here, this is your health, and you're doing some really good things, or you're going to be. Use this. Maybe that's why this is coming in, because of these. But it looks like you're going to be getting out of that because you have happiness here with value, possessions. And here, family, home, you're making a big change. So, yeah, and using your truth. So I would say you're definitely getting out of those challenging energies, which will serve you well. Okay. Now, purpose. Your higher mind. Okay? And there's a lot in this house. All the way from philosophy, law, inspiration, optimism. There's a lot here. Okay? You have this very powerful energy of where you are going to go forward. You're really adamant with making this change. So what I'm getting so far with this reading is there's been something that's been bothering you. Your thoughts, whether it's coming from an outside source or within you, right? You're making a big change, and it's definitely for the better. Okay, your social status. This is the most public part of you. Beautiful. A new beginning. And if you notice, it's got very deep roots, so it has the probability, or at least possibility, of being very long-lasting. A new beginning, and it kind of goes in with your overall energy and the one with partnerships. Okay, a very long-lasting new beginning of where you're going to be really happy with your abundance. And this, abundance is different to different people. So it could be anything. typically it is more of the work, finances. But it could be anything that you consider abundant. All right, now on to friendships. Fabulous. You have one of the best cards in the deck. This is long-lasting happiness, wealth. It's pentacles again. This is where you and those you love are happy, content, joyful. And it has the potential to be a very long-lasting energy, one where you can leave a legacy if you choose. It also has the potential for you to receive something like inheritance or something like that. Okay, now finally, the 12th house. This is the subconscious. It's also endings, completions, things like that. And you have the High Priestess. And so this is saying, go within and use your intuition. It is a quieter, physically a quieter energy, one where you're going within to find the answers that you're looking for. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Temperance, which is another beautiful energy. This is harmony, balance, and alchemy. So, targeting these couple of challenging cards, and maybe this one, but this could also be beneficial. Just depends. This is where you are not going to stay in these energies. Potentially that one. You are creating the change that you need to bring in the balance and harmony, right? Beautiful. And big transformation. So it's wonderful. Yeah, there are challenges, but you're correcting that by creating this big change. All right, let's go ahead and see what the universe would like to share. And thank you so much, Aries, for spending time with me. And if you like this format, I would really appreciate it, you letting me know. I thought it would be a very interesting one and potentially insightful. Okay. And do remember, time is fluid, so actually anytime you find this and find value in it, then it is the right time for you. Okay, you have the Six of Cups, which is a card of nostalgia. So it can talk about a few things. One is that there could be someone from your past coming back into your life, or potentially an idea, something you wanted to do coming back. But it's definitely a card of compassion, love, care, concern in a really positive way. So it's a beautiful energy. And, that could have to do with family, because I do get family here. Now, there is also business or income, finances, which is, of course, attached to family. But yeah, I do get a big family vibe from this, if you want to call it that, or people that are close to you, right? Okay, here is the Eight of Swords. So this is confirmation of your first house, which is the house of self. Here you have the Seven of Wands, which I am sure is also confirmation of potentially these energies. And it's talking about you feeling the need to put up boundaries or protect or defend your position. And so it's one of those where only you're going to know if that's actually something you need to do, or if it has come about because, you were in this challenging state. Now at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands, and it is where you are so ready to get something started, and it's something you're passionate about, which can have a lot to do with these transformations, these new beginnings. And here's this really positive, quick-moving energy that's Wands. That has to do with health, mental health, emotional health, physical health, exercise, eating, you know, all the things that have to do with that. Spiritual health. Okay, let's get an oracle card, see what that would like to share. Nature. Okay, and I think this is perfect here. This is the time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. And I do this. It really does help. And I'm not talking about if it's sweltering or below 40, but I am talking about spending time in nature, you know, with the green grass, the trees, the butterflies, and, you know, just taking walks and finding what I'm grateful for, things like that. It truly does help. So it would be beneficial for you to do that for your spiritual, mental, and physical health. Because, you know, taking walks is physically healthy. So you get many benefits from being out in nature. Okay, let's get a few charms, see what that would like to share. All right, beautiful. You have the very best there is. You have the sun. So this is where wonderful things flow to you. Happiness, joy, love, abundance. It is a wonderful energy. You know, if there's something that you want, that you wish for, it really can come into being. And I'm sure you don't like being in these energies. And it all depends on where you are in this. You know, you might be past this because, like I said, the March time frame, it's, you know, time's fluid. So those could be already gone or not here yet. Okay, here you have a train. Love that. It means you're going forward. You are making the changes, and you can see that in the cards as well. Now, when I see a train, it brings back a little bit of nostalgia, which would go in with this particular energy right here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you're bringing a practice that you had, say, getting out in nature, right? These guys are outside, their kids are in nature, enjoying it. So you're going forward and potentially doing something that you used to do, which is very healthy. And this has come out a lot. You have this wonderful energy. The Eiffel Tower, it took quite some time to build. It was really laborious, but it was beautiful, and it has been around a long, long time. So this is a long-lasting energy where you put in the effort, and it is going to stick around with you, okay? So, really, a very nice reading. Thank you so much. I truly hope this helps, and have a wonderful time. Much love.